Thank you very much for being here today to join us on the London stop to kick off the international press tour for Canelo versus Golovkin. Canelo versus Golovkin will undoubtedly be boxing's best fight in 2017, with the most action, the most intensity, and the most on the line for both fighters. Lineal and Ring Magazine middleweight world champion Canelo Alvarez is headed for a surefire bombs-away 12-round showdown with WBC, WBA, IBF, and IBO middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G Golovkin, on Mexican Independence Day weekend on September 16th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, which will be broadcast by Box Nation here in the UK. Canelo fears no one and will prove it when he steps into the ring to face Golovkin. And for Gennady, he's traveled the world to become an undefeated unified middleweight world champion, but on September 16, he will face his biggest challenge in the ring yet when he faces Canelo. Canelo versus Golovkin features two of the most explosive, heavy-handed fighters in any division in the sport today. In their combined 88 fights, 67 have ended before the final bell. Both fighters have the type of action-packed style that fans clamor for, something fans won't see in other fights this summer. This fight will be Canelo's third at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, which has been a perfect location to stage this type of mega fight that attracts fans from all over the world. UK fans, I know you love Las Vegas, so get your bags packed and book those plane tickets. Fans in Las Vegas for Canelo versus Golovkin will be able to enjoy an incredible week of activities marking Mexican Independence Day leading up to the fight on September 16th. This will be a can't-miss event for diehard and casual fans alike. Ticket information, including on-sale date and pricing for Canelo versus Golovkin, will be announced later this week. And before we move on to hear from the rest of our speakers on the dais, I would like to thank some of our sponsors, including Tecate, Born Bold, Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, and O'Reilly Auto Parts. We have great partnerships with these brands and appreciate their incredible support. At this moment, I would now like to introduce to you, and it's a pleasure of mine to introduce to you, Frank Warren, who is chairman of Box Nation. He is our broadcast partner for Canelo versus Golovkin here in the UK. Frank.
Thank you, Oscar. First of all, I'd like to thank these guys. It's a privilege for me to sit here with Oscar, the K2 team, Tom, and more importantly with these two great fighters. This is the fight of 2017. No doubt about it. It's not a freak show. It's a real fight between two of the biggest punchers out there, two of the most entertaining fighters, two of the fighters at the top of their game. For me, it's become a 50-50 fight over the last few months, and I think that the fans are going to be in for one massive treat, and it's a delight for us to be involved in this and to be acquiring the rights. It's, as I say, for me as a boxing fan, I'm going to buy a ticket to go and see this fight because you cannot afford to miss it. You can't fly to the States to see it live. You can watch it here in the UK. My son George, in a moment, will give you some details. But it is the fight. The fight. It's a privilege for us to host this press conference. And I just want to say to you, do not take your eyes off of television or being there live on the 16th, because you're going to see the fight of the year, without a doubt. We'll be doing also on the same night a home leg of this fight in the UK at the Copper Box, and Billy Joe Saunders will be defending his title against an opponent to be named. So it's going to be a great night's boxing. You're going to see all of the best middleweights in the world. All those belts are going to be on view on September the 16th. And once again, thank you guys for coming here. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's just to share the sentiments from everyone at Box Nation It's an absolute privilege to be part of what is going to be, I'm sure, the most anticipated, most exciting event of this year. They're two fighters that are very well known now to the UK market. Us as a broadcaster, we have now shown 12, I believe the last 12 Canelo Alvarez fights. In the last 3 years, I believe we've shown 5 out of the 7 of the Triple G events, and I think in total we've come up to 7 or 8. So we're nearly at 20 events that we've invested into these guys, building their profiles in this country. This is an event that gives us the opportunity to do something that we've been wanting to do a long time, and that's to launch our pay-per-view platform service. We're going to be following this press conference up in the near future to coincide with our announcements of the details of the event regarding Billy Joe Saunders in the UK, which will have details of how customers in the UK will be able to buy this event as a pay-per-view service. Just again to say what a great event this is going to be. Boxing fans in the UK, we're absolutely thrilled that we're the broadcaster that we've been chosen to show this event. Tune in, do not miss it, and thank you very much.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están todos ustedes? Muy buenas tardes.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
De veras muy contento de estar de regreso aquí a Londres, donde siempre nos han tratado muy bien.
Very happy and excited to be here in London again. Where the fans have always treated us very well.
Y bueno, el 16 de septiembre va a ser una fecha muy histórica porque se van a enfrentar dos grandes peleadores.
September 16th is going to be a historic night. Two great fighters are going to face each other.
Sin duda que es una de las peleas, una pelea de las más esperadas en los últimos tiempos.
Without a doubt, it's one of the fights that's been most anticipated in the last few years.
Y nosotros, como siempre, vamos a tratar de hacer una excelente preparación.
We're going to have a great preparation for this fight.
Para ese día 16 de septiembre, que es una fecha muy mexicana.
For September 16th, which is obviously a big day for Mexicans.
Lograr el triunfo.
We're going for the win.
Y de paso quitarle lo invicto a Golovkin.
And to take away the undefeated record of Golovkin.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Buenos días.
Good day to everyone.
Pues contento de estar otra vez aquí en Inglaterra.
Very happy to be here in England.
Ahora venimos a anunciar una pelea muy importante, una pelea de las más esperadas últimamente en el boxeo.
We're here to announce a great fight, a big fight, a fight that's been anticipated for a few years now.
Sabemos de la peligrosidad y del talento que tiene Golovkin.
We know how dangerous Golovkin is in his talent.
Así que nos vamos a preparar como siempre, vamos a hacer un gran campamento.
So we're going to prepare well, like always, and do a great camp.
Y vamos a buscar el knockout ese día de septiembre.
And we're going to look for the knockout on September 16th.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much.
We're really excited to be here. This is really a tribute to the UK market, the UK fans, and just the strength of boxing here in the UK to kick off this press tour for this much anticipated fight here in the UK. Gennady fought here last year in London at the sold-out O2 Arena. Canelo's fought numerous fighters from the UK, so both have tremendous fan bases here and really internationally, and we can't be more excited than announcing this fight. I want to thank Oscar and everyone at Golden Boy, Team Canelo, Frank Warren, George Warren, everyone that has worked so hard to putting this fight together. This is really Gennady's dream fight, and really the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. This is a real throwback fight in the middleweight division, where you have two guys that come forward, very high ring IQs, tremendous fan bases, and it's one of those events that becomes much bigger than the two fighters that are involved. This is really taken on a life of its own. So I want to thank everyone, and just looking forward to September 16th at the T-Mobile Arena.
The hard-hitting former WBC and WBA super welterweight world champion and reigning Lineal and Ring Magazine middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez has risen to the top of boxing at only 26 years of age, amassing an impressive record of 49-1 and 34 knockouts. Canelo has delivered the knockout of the year back-to-back in the last 2 years, with his third-round knockout of James Kirkland in 2015 before 30,000 fans, and in May against Amir Khan. In September 2016, Canelo drew one of his largest crowds to date when he fought in front of 51,000 fans at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas. They watched him knock out Liam Smith to take home the WBO world title. Most recently, Canelo shut out longtime rival Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. on May 6, 2017 at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, garnering more than 1 million pay-per-view buys. This cemented Canelo's status as the youngest A-side fighter in the U.S. history to generate a 7-figure pay-per-view audience. As a next step, his incredible legacy, Canelo will battle against WBC, WBA, and IBF middleweight world champion Gennady Golovkin in a battle for ultimate pound-for-pound supremacy, and once again remind everyone that the era of Canelo is here. With that, I would like to introduce to you Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
Gracias, Oscar. Primero que nada, quiero agradecer a todos. Estoy muy contento de estar aquí nuevamente.
First of all, I want to thank all of you for being here. I'm very gracious.
Siempre que he venido me han tratado muy bien. Estoy muy agradecido con todos ustedes.
Every time that I've come here, you guys have treated me very well, and I'm very gracious for that.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Frank Warren. Thank you.
Pues nada, solamente quiero decirles que va a ser una pelea fuerte, va a ser una pelea, hay peleas difíciles, hay peleas fuertes. Esta es una pelea fuerte. Me voy a preparar al 100% como siempre, dar lo mejor de mí, y el 16 de septiembre estará la pelea que todos los aficionados del boxeo quieren ver.
This is going to be a very tough fight. It's going to be a very, very tough fight. There's fights that are difficult and there's fights that are tough. This is going to be a tough fight. And I'm going to prepare like I always do. I'll be 100% for this fight. And I'm happy that we're giving the fans what they want, the fight that they wanted, they demanded on September 16th.
La gente ha pedido esta pelea durante años, la tienen, y eso es lo único que me mantiene motivado, ¿no? Esta pelea que la gente quería ver, que ahora está, y que van a disfrutar de una gran pelea, una pelea de verdad.
It motivates me that the fans demanded this fight, and they're getting the fight that they wanted. And it's going to be an exciting fight, and you'll be able to experience that on September 16th.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you very much.
Gracias, Saúl. Thank you.